you're new.
Are you in charge here?
We don't really operate that way, but I can act as that sort of figure if you require it of me. How might I help?
What do you call this place?
The village doesn't have a name. It's just where we Rishi live. Rishi or otherwise, anyone living here chooses when and for how long of their own accord.
I suppose now that we've left Raiders Cove, you're going to start complaining about them instead of the pirates.
You cleared the path well, and made a friend.
I am called a Renkau.
The other inhabitants on this island. Are you in contact with them? Do you know what they're up to?
If an individual Rishi chooses to get involved with others, that's that Rishi's choice. Otherwise, we tend to see no reason to inquire. These other inhabitants they have also kept to themselves. Strangely, their encampment appears to be segregated. One group looks like her, the other is less intense.
If they have more of you in their roster, I might be joining the Revanites.
You flatter me.
If their Sith Lords are anywhere near as deadly as Lana, we're in deeper trouble than when we almost became fish food on Manan.
So there's a camp for Imperial traitors and one for Republic Revanites. And they're not exactly friends. This may provide an opportunity, either to extract atonement for their deception or to employ a little deception of our own.
It's an opportunity to thin the ranks, is what it is.
Your zeal for making heads roll never ceases to surprise me, D4. Don't worry yourself, it may yet come to that.
I'll take a closer look at these Revanite camps.
And we'll attempt to establish a better grasp of their activities.
I hope we can establish where Agent Shan is being held.
As do I.
We Rishi would be grateful for your help around the village. If you choose to provide it, of course. Savor your travels. Several of our scouts have not returned. We don't believe outsiders are involved, but we're puzzled nonetheless. Our scouts are quick on their wings.
We're not here to fight, just taking mineral readings.
Don't know how much longer I can come by. The vibe around your village, I'm not feeling too...
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
Fuldar Pueska? Turbol in Zadram.
Whoever these characters are, they're about as serious as it gets.
Have you heard? The Slayers 3 have come to this world from the Spawn Nebula to dominate.
It's about time. Your death is now! It's about time. Taste your blood! Hungry for action. Your death is now!
These are fine trophies. I acknowledge your skill in the hunt. The Slayers 3 have been bested. The honor...
I found your scouts. They're dead.
That is terrible news. The fledglings will grieve the most.
You were scanning for Exernium deposits.
What's next? There have been sightings of a grey beast, she who greedily devours. Now we know her ferocity outstrips our scouts and hunters. With your eyes so close to the ground, will you seek the beast's spoor? She must be tracked for the sake of the village. There have been sightings of a grey beast, she who greedily devours. Now we know her ferocity There have been sightings of a grey beast, she who greedily devours. Now we know her ferocity.
I am going to make you suffer! I'm ready.
Success, my lord.
Yes, the leavings of the beast. I know the hunter's signs. It must be near. Oh, for the days when I could rip apart a Tonatron with my beak. But she who greedily devours is yours, if you wish it. If you do not, a hunting flock must be gathered before our whole village becomes prey. Oh, for the days when I could rip apart a Tonatron with my beak. But she who greedily devours is yours. If you do not,
It's about time. I'll taste your blood. It's exquisite.
I did what you said.
I'm ready.
The creature that preyed on Rishi is dead.
Oh, you bring most excellent news. Our fallen will glide on a warm breeze to their fate. Thank you, outsider. Let us feast on the beast's remains and prize your triumph today.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
I'm ready.
Please use all products only as intended. Be well.
sucker! Pain is exquisite.
I've been working against the Revanites since I realized what they wanted. Take these codes. You can purge their databanks, ruin their systems.
such power surging through me.
Be patient, Sergeant, but be ready. As soon as we have word from Revan, our work begins.
Lord Ivris, sir. It's...
The Emperor's wrath. Here. We're found out. I suppose Darth Mar sent you to fight his battle for him. Seems his usual way. No, better still. You learned about us and thought Mar could be in on it. You're here on your own. We have the upper hand.
You might think you're in a position of strength, but this very second your Republic friends are plotting to take you down.
Like me, they are resolute in their beliefs. They won't falter.
Meaning you don't even have a contingency plan in place. What if the sworn enemies camped right next to you decide to revert to type?
If I may say, my lord, he does make a convincing argument.
It does seem we've been less than a step ahead for some time now. Our position at our heels and in the shadows. You'll get no further resistance from me. I can't vouch for every last Imperial Revanite, of course, but I can speak for those present.
What do you intend to do about the others?
Captain Milanek and his subordinates? I'll have my people look into your claims. You may well be right about them.
Ready for more.
The code's worked. I suggest you leave.
When the way opens, I'll depart.
Your death is now!
Pain isn't sweet, is it?
There have been reports of skirmishes in the area. I want you to stay alert for anything out of the ordinary.
Such as?
By the stars! Be ready to fire on my mark!
You should be more worried about the saboteurs Lord Ivarus ordered to infiltrate your camp.
Nice try, but I don't buy it. Ivarus wouldn't turn against the cause.
Ivarus asked me to help him, but I'm looking after the greater good.
You're a Revanite? I thought I would have been informed. Go! Get everyone on the lookout for movement from the Imperials.
Ivarus must be looking around for Theron Shan, to use him against you somehow.
What? No, he's well aware that Shan's in the Valley Stronghold. I'm gonna have words with Ivarus when this is all over, I'll tell you that.
You Republic types, you're far too trusting. Lana, Theron's being held in a Valley stronghold. Could be Revan is there as well.
I'll have D4 see what the Rishi know about it. We'll work out a plan of attack once you've returned. I've never met a people quite like the Rishi. Pragmatic, accommodating, reasonable. If it wasn't for the climate, I'd consider staying.
I could see making a home here.
Really? New seat of the Empire, maybe? As I mentioned earlier, I did acquire some information worth noting. Rishi observations surrounding the Revanite stronghold fit what we know. They're holding powerful warships on standby, and they're well protected.
I don't care who or what they have guarding that place. They won't stop me from getting to Revan.
I don't believe Miss Benica was finished, Jakaro.
We've been unable to reach the Imperial fleet nearing Rishi, but I can confirm from the Novablade's data logs that Darth Mar's flagship is among them.
Get to work on a solution for our connection issues. He needs to know what's coming.
I'm working to remap the interference patterns into a code that protocol droids on approaching ships should be able to decipher, if they're any good.
Press on. Stall their ships if you can, and we'll do what we can from here to reach the fleet and lend support as needed.
I'm no pushover, but you aren't joking. We do hope Agent Shan is recovered.
Yes, preferably alive. Now go show the Revanites, and, fate willing, Revan himself, why you are not to be trifled with.